To start the NBA season, people were already crowning Luka Doncic or even Kevin Durant as the MVP, even though Luka didn't have a proper NBA team built around him and Durant was coming off a horrific injury. I didn't hear a single thing about Nikola Jokic. Even Vegas underestimated Jokic, considering they had 9 players ahead of him in the odds to win it. Well, the Joker came into the season in great shape and consistently dominated night in and night out. He's most definitely proved everyone wrong and will likely win the award. His Nuggets have the 5th best record in the league and Jokic has been the consistent engine of the team. I actually did a video prediction Jokic would win the award before the season started, and now I'm feeling pretty validated after seeing how well he has performed. We are going to go over the 3 main reasons why the Joker deserves to not only win the award over the competition, but why he should be the first unanimous MVP since Steph Curry. But before we get into it, if you end up enjoying this video, hit that like button for me to help out my channel. Also, let me know in the comment section what your 5-player MVP ballot would look like if you had a vote. I do try and respond to most people. Okay, so let's start with the first reason Jokic deserves to win it. He has been an absolutely dominant force offensively, not only in terms of getting his own shot, but making his teammates better. He's actually managed to pull off what most players haven't been able to historically do, which is raise his usage to a career high while simultaneously scoring at a career high efficiency. He has been scoring on a 64.8% true shooting, is averaging 26.4 points per game on impressive 56, 39, 86 shooting splits, 10.8 rebounds per game, and 8.3 assists per game, which ranks 6th in the NBA. Joker's not only the best passing big man, but he just might be the best passer in the NBA. In my opinion, he's the most creative passer and the best pure passer in the league. It's crazy to see how defenses know he's going to have the ball in his hands, yet they have absolutely no way of stopping him. At times, it may seem like the Nuggets are about to have a failed possession as a result of the opposing defense. And then Jokic proceeds to shoot an improbable high-arching jumper off one leg and nothing but net. He's been hesitant to create for himself in the past because of his selfless style of play, but he's managed to not only score and take more shots than ever before, but he also assists his teammates at a career high as well. When he's on the court, his teammates score at a far more efficient clip, and the Nuggets offense jumps about 13 points per 100 possessions. Guys love playing with him because he consistently, magically gets them the ball in the perfect spot for easy baskets. I actually also give Jokic a lot of credit for unlocking Michael Porter Jr.'s breakout year this year as well. And in addition to all that, he also leads the league in most advanced stats as he ranks 1st in the league in offensive box plus minus, PER, and win shares. He's the ideal superstar to have on your team, not only for wins, but for sheer entertainment, especially when you properly surround him with athletes, shooters, and cutters. It's been a joy to watch. He's even improved defensively, in particular as a positional defender, and has a defensive rebound percentage of 26.2. Jokic now grades out as a slightly positive defensive player, which, coupled with his absolute domination offensively, makes him a truly scary player for defenses. Another argument for Jokic being the unanimous MVP is his availability and durability, which is a talent in and of itself in addition to luck. The man has played every single game this season, leading the team to that 3rd seed in the West. The last 20 NBA MVPs on average played 95% of their games. Iverson, being the MVP who played the least amount of games in the past 20 years, played in 86.5% of his games when his Sixers were tied for the 2nd best record in the league back in 2001. You gotta go all the way back to 1978 when an MVP won less than Iverson's 86.5% of games, when Bill Walton won it playing in only 58.5% of his games. But that was a unique scenario and that may not happen again. When Walton did play, he was dominant. His Blazers were the best team in the NBA and were coming off a championship. The competition for the award that year wasn't that huge. And even if you think Walton didn't deserve that MVP, you still gotta go back 43 years for that unique Bill Walton scenario. Who are Nikola Jokic's realistic competitors for the award? LeBron played in only 62% of his games. Giannis has played in 86% of his games, but his Bucks have a worse record than the Nuggets do. And there's recency bias considering winning 3 MVPs in a row means Giannis and his Bucks have to be extra spectacular. Steph Curry has been on fire and is having an incredible season and deserves to be on any MVP ballot, but his team simply hasn't been good enough. Chris Paul doesn't have the numbers, and Joel Embiid has played in only 72% of his games. Again, on average, MVPs play in about 95% of games. Now look, I know if Joel Embiid hadn't missed all that time, he would have had a real shot at the award, considering he's been a two-way beast who dominates the post, gets to the free throw line more than any player since Shaq did it 2 decades ago while knocking him down at an efficient clip, and plays great defense, though there is a real argument to be made that he isn't the best defender on his own team. But to be fair, even before Embiid started missing all those games, the conversations were, who's your MVP, Embiid or Jokic? They were neck and neck because both guys were putting up dominant numbers. And the Sixers only won 2 more games than the Nuggets. Availability, in this case, should be the clear tiebreaker. Lastly, the final reason Jokic deserves the award is narrative. Like it or not, narrative will always be in the minds of voters. Firstly, he's been able to not only man the ship as the leader of this team after the second best player went down with a season-ending injury, but he got the Nuggets to even move up the standings into the 3rd seed over the Clippers in a crowded West. Jokic has now led his Nuggets to a top 3 seed 3 years in a row and has been a consistently dominant and clutch force in the postseason. Also, Nikola Jokic just wasn't supposed to be this good. He went from being an out-of-shape 41st pick in the NBA draft sharing minutes with Jusuf Nurkic to being arguably the most creative, entertaining, and unique talent in the league. Jokic is now not only the best center in the league, but also one of the best players in the NBA, period. I believe the Joker has clearly had the best overall regular season out of any player in the league and deserves to not only be the MVP, but the unanimous MVP. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section what your 5-player MVP ballot would look like if you had a vote. Again, I do try and respond to most people. Also, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button for me to help out my channel and consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching. Till the next one, guys, I'm out.